It's been another busy year for your housing services. As COVID restrictions eased, we have been able to get back to providing you with all the services you'd expect from us. Here are some examples of the high quality work we have done over the last 12 months for our tenants. Providing new homes for our tenants. Our programme building new council homes for affordable social rent continued. We completed a major development of 65 new affordable council homes at the site of the former Glebe School in Scone. Another development of 70 brand new council homes for affordable rent was also completed at Hunting Tower in Perth. This was the largest development of new council homes since Perth Kinross Council restarted its house building project in 2012. A new development of affordable council homes was completed in Perth city centre. The 4-storey block at 6 Milne Street is made up of 8 new flats, including accommodation specifically designed for wheelchair users and people with specific needs. In Meagle, 12 new council homes were delivered in Ardlow Road, all fitted with solar panels to help drive down the energy bills of our tenants. Perth Kinross Council's innovative scheme to buy back former council homes for affordable rent beat its target for the year 2021-22. The buyback scheme helped to supply additional council accommodation of the type and size that people need in the areas they want to live. For the year 2021-22, we completed 32 buyback purchases against our target of 30. This will bring the total number of buybacks completed to 259 since the scheme was introduced in 2012. Tackling homelessness. Last year's publication of the Scottish Government's latest homelessness statistics for 2020-21 showed that Perth Kinross is the best performing council by some distance thanks to our home first approach. The report said there was a further 12% reduction in homeless presentations in 2020-21, following a 19% reduction the previous year. Once again, we had the lowest use of temporary accommodation use in Scotland. Locally, there was a 25% reduction in the number of live homeless cases in the context of a 10% increase nationally. Repairs and improvements. Our repair service has made good progress working through a backlog of non-emergency repairs that built up during lockdown. Thank you for the continued patience as we tackle this work. We carried out upgrades to smoke and heat alarms to make sure your homes comply with new national legislations, making our tenants safer. We are also in the process of carrying out electrical checks on all our homes to ensure wiring and electrical systems are up to the national standard. A new strategy that will totally transform our multi-storey blocks at Potter Hill, Pomerium, Market Milne and Lickley Courts has been launched. Our Neighbourhood Improvements Programme Estate-Based Initiatives delivered 57 projects in partnership with tenants and residents. This included building a new soundproof fence, clearing overgrown trees and bushes, creating social outdoor seating, better fencing, more car parking, new hubs to store bins, and new signs so that properties can be found easily. Rent setting. We carried out annual consultations on rent levels for 2022-23 with tenants. A record 2,177 tenants responded to the consultation, which is almost 30% of all our tenants. This was the biggest ever response to our annual rent survey and compares to 1,282 responses last year. Tenants voted for a 3% rent increase, which was agreed by councillors earlier this year. Supporting tenants. As the cost of living has increased, we have continued efforts to support tenants who are struggling with their rent and bills. We have paid out over £200,000 to tenants who are in a bit of financial difficulty and needed help to keep their tenancy. Our 4 local housing teams have been given Think Yes budgets so they can react quickly to help tenants who are in need of fact support to keep their tenancy. Locality housing teams work with new tenants to ensure that 90.65% of their tenancies were sustained for more than 1 year, against a national average of 90.2%. We saw a decrease in the number of complaints made about serious antisocial behaviour. We dealt with 100% of the 15 serious ASB complaints we received within our 2-day target. Our financial inclusion project was launched. This sees our staff telephone tenants to see how you are coping and if there's anything we can do to help. We launched our new Tenant Wellbeing service to help people who are feeling a bit socially isolated. This service was pledged in last year's rent setting process and helps people to make new friends and link in with local services and organisations that can help them. We successfully help our summer and autumn tenant conferences online to keep everyone safe, but to allow tenants to continue to have a voice in their housing services. We would like to thank our tenants for continuing to work closely with us to make all of this success possible.